remember JP, she was gonna start cooking for us, and I was over there running around, and she said, Sheriff, he said, you need to listen to me. He said, you were supposed to get back with me. He said, I'm gonna cook, and what time do you wanna eat? And I was just going crazy. I said, you know what, Judge Emmy, I said, you're gonna be in charge of the kitchen. You're gonna tell us when we're gonna eat. He said, okay, so she was in charge of the kitchen. But little did we know too, that they were feeding, what, over 200 people. We really needed a food inspector. I didn't have a food inspector. You know, we were getting stuff from our freezers. I remember I had just bought 200 pounds of shrimp prior to the hurricane, white shrimp. I remember going to the house and getting my shrimp and bringing it over here and cook 200 pounds of shrimp that I just bought. Well, guess what? After 3 to 4 days, people were bringing their food from the freezer. I said, no more. I said, we're not accepting any more food from freezers. And I said, what are we gonna do now? We needed food, we needed shelter, I remember we called Steve, the manager from HEB, they had generators. He said, I know your store is closed. I said, but we're needing food for volunteers, for people. He said, do you mind helping us? I said, sure. So he opened up the store, and that's when we were getting the food. But you have to be resourceful. You really do have to be resourceful. You need to come together as a team, as a group. But if it ever happens next time, I'm going to order a food inspector. Can you imagine if we would have gotten over 200 people sick, people that we really needed to go back? You know, we just don't think of things like that. And we should have. We should have. Our county attorney here took over that volunteer center that was driving me nuts. And there was a big responsibility for it. He's a county attorney, man, you know, in charge of the volunteer center. And you should have seen the supplies that were bringing in just up the massive. Our JP Judge was in charge of the kitchen, you know. And so we started delegating these jobs and made it a lot easier for us to do what we needed to do. You know, like I said, I had over 100 officers before it was all over with. You know, we had a board meeting throughout the county, and we didn't even have a jail to put people that we arrested. Our jail was damaged pretty bad. I had to reach out to my adjacent counties, Wilson County, Texas, to take my women inmates up there, and people we were arresting, we were taking them to San Patricio County, to South of us. And but you have to be resourceful. You have to know who to call and how to get them. But you can't do it all yourself. You really, really can't. But we managed to survive, and we're still dealing with it. We were coordinating efforts with the volunteer people coming and wanted to help people restore their houses. You know, maybe we needed a building inspector. Well, you know anything? Yeah, go ahead and put a roof on that house. Shoot. How do you know these guys were certified? People were desperate. Then we had contractors coming in ripping our people off. Said, hey, give me $15,000 and I'll put a roof on your house. Well, they were taking it and they were gone. You know. So we learned then that next time this happens, maybe we need to get these people to make sure they're bonded by an insurance before they do any kind of work here. Because a lot of our people are getting ripped off by these contractors. So there's a lot of stuff that we just didn't think of doing that we should have done. And it's just a learning lesson, a good learning lesson. But our main needs, of course, is food, water, shelter, but communication was very, very, very important.